Hey everyone, so today I have an unboxing video for you guys. Mysterious box. What could be inside it? Well, if you've seen the title, you'll know what's inside it. So yes, let's get this open, shall we? Since everyone loves doing unboxing videos. It's the invoice. And let's just see if there's anything else in there. Nope, it's just paper. Yay, scrap paper that I can use for pattern making. But it is none other than Princess Cornelia's Gloucester from code Geass. I've been looking forward to this arriving. So now, how do I open this? I'm getting rid of the tape, it helps, hopefully without damaging it. There we go. So I haven't done my review of Code Geass yet because the series is awesome and it is worthy of me taking my time to actually do, so you can expect it later in the year. So then, that's the plastic cover off. Let's pull her Hey, the pilot block's separate. Oh, so that's flexible fabric. That's flexible metal. Not metal, plastic. I thought it'd be fabric. So her slash Harkins don't move. It's dark, isn't it? I'll be back in a moment once this. So here is Cornelia, or her Gloucester that is, unboxed, and in one of the action poses. The figure is actually really nice. It comes with her firearm, as well as a number of spare hands, and her spear, which is in two parts, so it can be detached for posability or display or whatever. The model itself is ball jointed on the feet, at the waist, and on the shoulders as well as on the head, and then has more solid joints for the knees as well as the elbows, and does have a horizontal joint which allows for reposing, which is useful. Now if I can separate the fingers out, there we go. The spear itself is able to have the spikes extended out or pressed in, and she is able to hold either of her weapons or both of them. Cornelia in the series was a badass. I mean, our first introduction to her had her taking out a whole city on her own while her troops smashed through the enemy's main troops, which were these massive treaded tank things that really weren't up to the task. They just weren't. Were out of their element, as so often happens against Britannia, who are the technological superpower in that universe, which is hilarious because Japan is technologically massively advanced, although Britannia is actually America, so looking at how things are going, I wouldn't be surprised if suddenly we had the presidency abolished and replaced with an empressy, or whatever the term is. So yes, as I've said, this is a nice model. I am quite happy to have it in my collection, and indeed, when I go to do a Cornelia cosplay later in the year, I will actually probably take this model with me to have for photos, as well as I'm actually considering doing. Come on, there's a way of opening that. There we go. Now the model itself doesn't come with a miniature of Cornelia that I could find, which is kind of a shame, but at that scale it wouldn't be very pointful anyway. As for the cloak on this, the cloak itself is actually plastic. I'd expected it to be fabric, but I understand why they did that. Plastic lasts longer. or it's a rubberized plastic that's pretty resilient. The paint job on this is nice, though, as I may have said before, I am likely to see about doing some weathering, so, although relatively subtle weathering, because I don't want to actually have the weathering be too obvious. So yes, thank you for watching. For more unboxing videos and stuff, feel free to check out that playlist. For more anime related content which is currently in the works, I'll put a playlist for that in when relevant. In the event I can manage to fit this in the scale, which this isn't the right scale, I don't think. I can't remember what the scale saying, what it said it was online, but I don't think this is the right scale to use, sadly, for me to be able to field her in Warhammer 40k as a Tau battlesuit commander. Although, depending on my opponent, they may not mind. She cost more than the Tau commander that you'd be able to buy from GW, or the older one at least. I'm not sure about the newer one. Maybe count her as a ghost cowl. Either way, if I field her in 40k, you'll see her in a battle report, and honestly with 40k I'm thinking of having a Tower army that is painted up to look like they belong to Britannia. And with the more recent battlesuits we've got in the form of the Riptide and the Ghost Cowl, as well as that other gigantic Doomhammer one, what's it called again? The Storm Surge. If I was to field a Storm Surge, I'm half tempted to convert it to look like look like the Mordred, because that was an awesome Knightmare from this series. As far as my favourites with Geass is concerned, Cornelia's Knightmare is one of my favourites. Sure, hers isn't as powerful as some of the other Knightmares that were in the series, but she more than held her own in it purely through skill. And just, as much as Edna from The Incredibles may not like it, capes do look awesome. Of course, capes can get caught in things, and we've seen that in many an anime where things have got hilarious. But a cape on a giant robot is probably not going to be a problem getting caught in things, and you'd just have a quick release switch anyway to release the cape if it did get caught.